tell you guys how important it is because this is such a serious problem that sometimes people do take their lives over it. So we should be really nice to the people around us. Don't gossip with one another. Don't don't get involved in any drama. It's not worth your time. What is your advice to victims of bullying? Well, my first advice would be to speak up and to tell somebody about it because you never know what you could be saving somebody's life if you tell a parent, a counselor, therapist, teacher, anybody. If you tell someone how you're being bullied and by who you're being bullied by, um, that person, you may stop that person from ever bullying another person again. So you don't know if you're saving another life. You don't know if that person even realizes they are bullying. So just try to speak up and don't hold it in and internalize it because eventually, your feelings are going to bottle up and it's just not healthy. So, um, yeah, talk about it, raise your voice. And we also have on meanstinks.com, we have a ton of resources for you guys. We have other girls that have been bullied. We have advice for how to deal with bullying and how to cope. So there's a ton of information on that website. If you feel like you don't have someone to talk to, you can go on this website and just check it out. So tell your friends about it too. I think it could really be helpful to a lot of people. Um, how do you feel? This is Belong Devon. How do you feel being an example to many girls? I feel very thankful to be able to be an example for young girls. I remember when I was growing up, there wasn't really many people that were talking about bullying and how severe of a problem it was. Um, I I was dealing with something that I didn't know how to handle. And I think it's because, back in the day there wasn't cyber space where people could cyberbully you and say mean things on the internet. So now that that is more prevalent, um, I want to be someone that people can, look up to and look towards, and just realize that you can get through this. I didn't have many people, like I said, talking about cyberbullying or bullying at all, and therefore I didn't know who to turn to. So even if you don't have someone like a friend or family member, at least try to keep in mind that um, I'm literally living proof that you can get through it, and you can use that as motivation to uh, do what you love, and then I don't know. I focused all of my energy on my music after that, and I didn't waste any energy on those other bullies. So now I'm here. So you never know what you could do with your motivation too. Um, appreciate with a four instead of an A. How do you feel knowing you inspire so many people in the world? It feels really incredible. I still don't really. I don't think I'll ever be able to comprehend when somebody tells me that I've saved their life or anything like that. Like I don't feel. I don't know. I just don't. I don't really believe it, and I don't know if I can ever understand that. But I'm so thankful for when somebody does tell me that, and I'm thankful for even if I've just helped you in the smallest way. I just want to be giving to other people. I want to be an inspiration to girls. I want just someone that can be there for them through my music and through my through Twitter and everything like that. I want to be um, I just want to be an inspiration to girls. Uh, Tilly Riley, does that mean since you pledged not to bully, that means Simon too? Well, let me tell you about Simon. You know, he is just a grumpy old man. And the way that I look at it as I'm just defending my country. Because here he comes over from the UK thinking he can be mean to all these Americans. And I gotta stand up for my fellow country. So, or my fellow Americans. Um, no, we're not really bullying. It's just in good fun. So, of course, if it was serious, I would not be doing it. So, Demi, oh wait, I lost it. robotic lady asks. I haven't, and I don't think, it's really important to waste time even now thinking about the past. Today is what I hold on to. I live trying to be present in the moment and take it one day at a time. Um, Even when I think about the future, I try to just bring my focus back on the moment that I'm living in right now, so I can be more present and aware. So I don't think about them at all. I wish them the best, and I hope that one day they can, or maybe they already have. I hope that they've turned their bad behaviors around and that they're living a happy life now. Um, this is an important question. WHT Demi. Some people, when they are bullied, they cut themselves to feel better. What can they do to feel better? This is also an issue uh, that's very prevalent, and I think more people should be aware of it. This is happening a lot of times when girls are bullied. They turn to unhealthy behaviors to use it as a way to cope with their feelings. I think it's really, really important that people go to things like, meanstings.com, so have they can learn ways to cope with their feelings that are healthy and that aren't going to damage themselves. I used to deal with self harm, and I know that it got bad, when I was bullied, and I think it's really important for girls to realize that they don't have to do that in order to feel better and in order to cope with what's going on. Talk to somebody about it, reach out to people, and like I said, you can go on meinstincts.com and you can, you can read some of the advice that they give on the website to help you be able to cope with what you're going through. If you could say one thing to your fans who are going through bullying now, what would you say? And that's from Alicia O'Keefe 1. If I could say one thing to my fans that are being bullied right now is, first of all, like I said, speak up about it. Don't internalize it and realize that you need to tell somebody because it may save someone else's life, and it possibly could save yours. So it's really important to tell somebody, but it's also really important that you don't stoop down to their level and that you just turn the other cheek and kill them with kindness. My mom taught me to just turn the other cheek, and I had a really hard time learning to do that at first, but it helped me on later in life, and especially now when people are rude or whatever, like I'm able to just, you know, let it roll off my shoulder and say, hey, it happens. I feel bad for that person because they're obviously not happy. You also just want to kill them with kindness and not stoop to their level because that's only wasting your time and that's only hurting you. So use your energy to better yourself or to think about other things like your passions or hobbies or something like that. Because, like I said, the energy that you spend on them is only hurting yourself. So you deserve to spend energy on yourself. Nutella do just. Did your bullies ever ask you to forgive them? That's a really interesting question. Um, I don't think so. I think a few did, and um, the the main ones they didn't, and they thought that things are just gonna be okay. Um, that was really hard for me to deal with. Kind of having people pretend like nothing happened, but at the end of the day, it's in the past, and like I said, I have to wish them the best in order to move on for myself. I pray for them today. I pray that their young children, if they're girls, that they don't do the same to their children or other girls at school. Um, I just hope that people learn how serious this is, and especially parents. Like I really hope that mothers, set really good examples for their younger children to turn the other cheek and to kill them with kindness. I think that um, moms need to, set a good example. I plan on doing that when I'm older and at least trying my best because that's all we can do. Nobody's perfect, but maybe if you have somebody or your sister, a younger sister, maybe you can set a good example um, to them by not gossiping about other girls or talking bad about them or spreading rumors. Just try to stay positive. Demi's my drug. Do you think being bullied has turned you into the person you are today? I think that the person I am today has definitely been shaped by the things that I've gone through in the past. But um, I think that it's made my skin a bit thicker. It's definitely made me a stronger person today. Um, I don't know if I've let it really change who I am as a person completely, but it's definitely affected me. It's the things that were said to me back then um, caused issues or uh, helped influence issues that were really, that affects my life still to this day. Oh, this is good. Olivia underscore Hunt with two T's. What would you? Oh no. What could I do if I know someone who is severely bullied? Speak up about it. Maybe even reach out to the person that's being bullied, encourage them, speak to them and tell them it's going to be okay. Um, be that outlet that they can talk to, be that person that they can trust and confide in. But you also um, not only need to tell them that they need to speak up, but you also need to speak up yourself because you could be saving someone's life. Um, you should really consider call it like telling um, a teacher or a therapist or whoever you feel comfortable telling in order to stop this. Because if it does get worse and worse,